What's going on, guys? United Gaming back with another MLB The Show 20 video and to part 2 of the top 100 countdown. Today we're doing 80 through 61, so make sure to leave a like and subscribe for part 3. And if you haven't watched part 1 yet, go watch it right now, please, or else you'd be very confused on where we're starting. Now let's kick things off with number 8. He's so good in this game. He's like 2 doubles, 3 homers. He is so good. We get the lead. Let's go, Travis d'Arnaud. At number 80, I got 99 overall postseason. Travis d'Arnaud, one of the better cards in the entire game, one of the better catchers in the entire game, as I should say. Maxed out against righties. Lefty stats aren't great. Good vision. Pretty good fielding behind the plate. 91 arm strength, 47 speed. Overall, one of the better catchers in the game. Definitely top 5. And he can absolutely rake against righties. I used him. He was pretty good behind the dish. He's a very solid card. And that's why he's going to come in at number 80. At number 79, I got 99 overall Miguel Cabrera, the signature series from the player program. This card was one of the best hitters in the entire game. Great contact, great power. Not great fielding, but Miguel Cabrera is, of course, known for his bat. And this card is absolutely free. He can play the corner infield spots and the corner outfield spots. A lot of versatility. And he's just one of the better hitters in the game. Miguel Cabrera coming in at number 79. Coming in at number 78, I got Kevin's boy, 99 overall, Eddie Matthews. Now, his card on paper may not look incredible, but his swing, of course, is one of the best in the game. Left-handed, really good righty stats, pretty good lefty stats as well, with good vision, great discipline. Pretty good fielding over there at third base, can play the 2 corner infield spots. Pretty decent speed. Eddie is known for hitting tanks, and this card looks like it can do just that. I personally don't have him because he's a World Series reward, and I'm not good enough for that. But still looks like one of the best cards in the game at number 78. Coming in at number 77, I got 99 overall finest DJ LeMahieu, one of the best contact hitters in the entire game. Can play every infield spot with pretty good fielding. They really did him dirty on that arm strength, so that's the only bad part about this card. Speed also isn't great, but the contact is great. Is just incredible with really good vision. The PCI is going to be big on your screen. Power versus lefties is not too great, but righties is okay. I personally didn't have the best success with him, but he is still a force to be reckoned with. One of the best contact hitters in the entire game. DJ LeMahieu at number 77. Coming in at 76, I got 99 overall player of the month, flashback Carlos Carrasco. You can get him by getting all the player of the month cards, and not one of the best player of the months, but he's definitely he's definitely still a very good one if you know how to use them. This card's got to be used very similar to Greg Maddux. It's got to be kind of a control artist because he's not going to blow people away with the sinker. He's not going to blow people away with the fastball, so you got to really hit your spots with this card. And if you can do that, he's one of the best. He's a very viable starter in this game, which are very hard to come by, and he's free if you just do the Player of the Month programs. Coming in at number 76. Coming in at number 75, I got 98 overall Hal Newhouser, one of the best cards at the beginning of the year, and it's still a very solid force to be reckoned with. Very great velo, of course, and break. Very good hit to case per nines with almost maxed out stamina. A little bit difficult to control, but does not matter at all. He is an absolute flamethrower, and if you know how to use him very effectively, he can be a great card even right now in this point in the game that we're in, where all the good starters got to be 99s overall. This card can still be used in ranked seasons, and he can still be used well. That's why he's at number 75. Coming in at 74, I got the Prime Mini Mendoza from the XP Reward Path. One of the most versatile cards in the game. He can play every outfield spot and third base. Good speed, pretty good fielding in all those positions that he can play, and a very good contact hitter with extreme vision. And pretty solid power as well. Now, this card is obviously not one of the greatest in the game, but he is a very underrated card in my opinion, and he can be used very effectively if you just nail down a swing. It's not one of the best in the game, but you get some good swings in with this card, he's going to hit some absolute tanks, and he can fly around the base paths, and he can play in multiple spots. Coming in at number 74. He's just going to whiff right through that fastball. 1 out. Coming in at number 73, I got 99 overall Cy Young Clayton Kershaw. Not as good as last year's, and by far, he's not as good as last year's, but he is still a very, very good card in the grand scheme of things. One of the better starters in the game. I used him. He pitched very well for me when I used him. And, I mean, this card on paper looks good, but I have seen it be hit very hard despite my good outing with it. Not the greatest velo. And he only has a sinker, and it's his 5th pitch, and he does not have a cutter, not the greatest pitch mix on planet Earth, but he still has some good numbers on paper and can still be used very effectively, as you can tell by my 8 innings of work when I used him. Still still a very usable starter in today's game, coming in at number 73. At 72, another guy from the XP Reward Path, 99 overall, Ryan Sandberg. Now, I do think this is one of the top tier XP Reward Path guys, at least initial XP Reward Path. He was so good when he was used, even despite not having the best swing in the game. He can still be used very effectively with good power, good vision, good contact, very good fielding over there at second base, along with pretty good speed. I played pretty well with him when I did use him, and he's just an absolute beast over there at second base. And if you used him now, he's still very much a force to be reckoned with, coming in at 72. At number 71, I got Giancarlo Stanton from the postseason program. This card is one of the elite sluggers in this game, maxed out power with good contact as well. Pretty good vision. Fielding out there in left field isn't terrible, as long as every other outfield spot with pretty good fielding. Of course, Stanton is going to be known for his absolute power. I personally did not do well with this card. I really didn't like his stance. I didn't like how tall he was. At least on my screen, he appeared very tall, which made the strike zone very huge, and it made it much difficult to hit with this card. That's why he's really in there this late. Besides, if he had like a better swing and everything, this card would be one of the best in the game and probably crack the top 50. But nonetheless, he's number 70. Oh my gosh. Maybe we should have started him instead, because he just hit an absolute nuke out of here to make this 11-4. At number 70, I got another postseason card, 99 overall, Steve Pearce, the 2018 postseason flashback. I think this card plays way above his attributes. He just absolutely rakes. Good power numbers, good contact. He plays way above his attributes. I had a ton of success with him when I used him. And he can play a couple positions as well, first, second, left, and right. He's not going to play there with good fielding, but he can still play there. And Steve Pearce plays way above his attributes, in my opinion. Got a very clean right-handed swing, coming in at number 70. At number 69, I got 99 overall Anthony Santander from the Baltimore Orioles. Team Affinity, it's their Stage 4 card. Now, he is one of the better switch-hitting outfielders in the game. Very good. This card, I think, is very underrated. The only lacking stat in this card is his contact versus lefties. But besides that, great stats against righties, pretty good power against lefties as well, with good vision and really good fielding out there in right field. He is one of the most underrated cards in the entire game. People don't give him enough credit that he deserves. That's why he's in there at number 69. At number 70, I got Mr. Mr. Reggie Jackson, prime card, another XP Reward Path, and I think he is the best out of that main XP Reward Path pack. He just absolutely rakes. I used him, and he was just a beast, to say the least. He's not a good fielder out there in right field, 68 fielding. And he has good speed as well, but Reggie Jackson is in there, of course, for his elite bat. Very good stats, a very clean left-handed swing, and he destroys right-handed and left-handed pitching, coming in at number 68. Coming in number 67, I got 99 overall Lefty Grove, his signature series card. Now, I do think this card is extremely underrated. He was in an event that only lasted for like a week, so not a lot of people have him. But he is still a very, very good card for the people that do have him. He, of course, has outlier on that fastball, and he's got a bit of a weird pitch mix. But besides that, he doesn't have any cutters or sinkers. But he absolutely throws gas with a curveball, forkball, changeup, and slider of great pitches. He's extremely difficult to hit. That fastball comes in super quick, and it even seems like it cuts a little bit. Very good velo, very good break, maxed out stamina, hits in case Ryan are great, and very good control. One of the most underrated and best pitchers in the entire game, coming at number 67. At number 66, I got 99 overall Buster Posey. Again, I think this card is really good. I personally did not have a whole lot of success with him. At first, when I used him, some of the stats are from later usage of him, but he is one of the most elite catchers in the game, definitely top 5. Even though he's honestly not one of the best in my opinion. He's got great fielding behind the dish, pretty good speed. No, I mean, at least for a catcher. But the thing that sets me away from this card is his swing. I hate it with every ounce of my body. I just wasn't able to figure it out. But if you can figure out the swing, and he's facing a lefty, he is going to demolish. Those lefty stats are, of course, great. Righty, not as much, but he is still a force to be reckoned with. The key with Posey is, of course, his swing, but if you figure it out, one of the best cards in the game at number 66. At number 65, I got 99 overall, Jackie Robinson. Now, some people might call me crazy for this one, but I feel like this card played way above his attributes, way above his power. He was a great hitter. Great speed, of course, and he can play quite a few positions. Every infield besides shortstop, and he can also play left field. Great vision as well. I played really well with him. I mean, batted 348, had 15 home runs. He was really, really good. And, like, this was a very underrated card. A lot of people did not really want to get it because his evolution program was an extreme grind. But I think it was worth it. He's one of the better hitters in the game, one of the most underrated cards in the game. Player program 99, Jackie Robinson comes in at number 65. At number 64, I got 99 overall, Stan the Man. He can play every outfield spot plus first base. Not going to do it with great fielding, though, but Stan the Man's in there for his elite bat and maxed out contact. And great against, he's actually a very opposite hitter. He destroys lefties better than he does righties, but he is still a righty threat, of course, with great vision. This card is just really, really underrated, and he's honestly a really good bench bat because he can demolish lefties as long as righties. He plays above that power. This is one of the best bench bats in the game, and even if you play him at first base, he is still a force to be reckoned with. Stan the Man comes in at number 64. There we go, Nolan. Way to get him. At number 63, this card doesn't get the love it deserves, but 99 overall, Nolan Ryan. This card is extremely underrated in the beach ball pack. I feel like he just got overshadowed. I don't know why. He just got cast away and forgotten about. But he is really, really good. Of course, he has outlier on both that sinker and that fastball. Very good case for 9. Great. The only problem with Nolan Ryan is, of course, his control. But if you can figure it out, he's just so good. Great break, great velo, great hits per 9, great stamina. I personally have some pretty good success with him. I actually, in the Bellinger event at Coors Field, may I add, I actually threw a perfect game with this card. And he's just been really good for me when I have used him. That's why Nolan Ryan is coming in at number 63. At number 62, I got 99 overall, Andre Dawson, the National Stage 3 Team Affinity guy. And I feel like this card, again, does not get the love it deserves. He's very balanced hitter, not extreme numbers, the contact's barely above 100, so is the vision, and the power, neither power makes 100, but the fielding out there is incredible. 93 with 97 arm strength, plus 85 fielding, and he's got one of those nice swings that if you can figure it out, it's very, very smooth, and it is very, very good one. I personally used him a couple times in some all-time team builds, and he was a beast. I do think this Andre Dawson card is one of the better outfielders in the entire game, and when you face him or if you use him, he can still be an extremely glitchy card that plays above his hitting attributes and gives you great fielding and great speed out there. Coming in at number 63. He's gonna go deep to put us up 1-0, doing what he's been doing these entire Christmas countdown and hitting bombs. Rounding out today's section of the list, we got 99 overall JT Realmuto. A lot of catchers on today's list, and a lot of them are very elite. This one, the stat attributes look a little bit weird on the hitting side. He's got good contact against lefties and not great power. He's got great power against righties and not great contact. Nonetheless, he's still a very good fielder with 91 arm strength, and he also has 75 speed, which is incredible for a catcher. I used him in some team builds, and he absolutely went off about almost 500 with him. Half his hits were home runs. This card plays way above his attributes, and he has a very nice right-handed swing, very similar to his last year's finest, in that he's a very good catcher and should be very well respected. Now, if you did enjoy today's version of the countdown, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. If you want to catch part 3 and the rest of the series, make sure to go watch part 1 if you haven't already, which I hope you have if we already went through this list. But anyway, I'm United Gaming. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.